What's up, y'all? It's Truth Tiger, and I'm here to talk about just people in the past and things in the past and situations in the past, and I don't miss any of it, and I don't miss any of them, because I think back about all these arguments, I think back about all this conflict, and the thing is like, they thought I was stuck in that by default, and they thought that just by default, you'd be stuck in that and you'd be in that because it's what everybody else does. It's quote unquote the thing to do, to be around. Unfortunately, family and people you grew up around and whatever random coworkers or whatever that you end up around, and you got to formulate your own tribe. You got to formulate your own social crew. Sometimes those people will be cool, but for the most part, it's just not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your effort. It's not worth the headache. And when I think back, it was just so much drama that I had in my life. And, my life has gotten just so much more peaceful when I have, eliminated the issues, which were all these toxic freaking people, And the thing is, I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. Nobody is, but I self-reflect. I try to change. I try to improve. I'm always growing and, really trying to take an honest look at myself. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. Not even close. Not even for half a second. So the thing is, they're always going to turn you into the problem. They're always going to try to act like you're the problem and it's your fault and it's your issue. And it's well, I walked away from you fools. And guess what? Y'all still have problems. You know what I'm doing? Healing. I'm healing. I'm getting better. I'm improving. And while you improve and heal and find your own feet, they get worse and worse and worse. And the thing is, you have to learn independence, emotional independence, mental independence, and just how to take care of yourself and stuff, And it wasn't an easy journey for me to kind of just be totally on my own. It wasn't easy psychologically. It was not easy emotionally. It was tough. It was hard. And I know what y'all are going through is tough and hard too, but it's worth it. It's very, very worth it, because when you're in there, it's you have glue on your feet. You have glue on the bottom of your feet and you're just stuck there and you can't freaking move. And that's what it really feels like when you're around them. I'm going to cross the street here. I just want to make sure cars see me and whatever. But yeah. Sorry, give me a sec here. But yeah, it's you have glue on the bottom of your feet. And you're just stuck in these situations, stuck with these people. And look, it's not easy to just walk away from what's firmly established in your life. Established family, established friends, established romantic relationship, established marriage. It's not easy to walk away from these things, because that was your support system, for real. So you have to forego your support system and forego, social connection with other people. And look, I have social connection. I'm forming new friendships. I'm doing this, talking to y'all, whatever. I talk to people every day. I'm not going to say that, but you do have to forego those, those quote unquote solid relationships in your life, which were never really solid, and they thought you would just always be there. They didn't think you'd leave. They did not think you would spread your wings and fly away, They didn't think you could. And they wanted to keep you stuck as much as possible. They wanted cement on your feet, It's bad enough your feet are glued to the ground. They wanted your feet stuck in cement. So you're stuck in this dysfunctional family. You're stuck just hanging around these freaking dumb friends who, stab you in the back and stuff and betray you and don't respect you. Stuck in a crappy relationship, bad marriage, So just somebody walking by there. I just don't want to be too loud when I'm right next to them. But yeah, you know, and they think that just because it's so hard to leave, you know, they think because leaving is hard that you won't do it. And you'll just stay stuck in that. And you won't stand up and walk away. And I'm telling y'all, stand up and walk away. It's tough, it's an adventure, but you can do it. And the thing also is there's like a spirit to this, to narcissism and toxic people and egotistical people, manipulative people, liars, whatever. And they'll follow you. They'll follow you into your workplace, where all of a sudden now you have all these horrible narcissistic coworkers. You know, you came from a narcissistic family, and now you've got all these horrible narcissistic coworkers. And that's where you make your final stand. That's where you make your final stand and your last stand. And that's where you gray rock hard. That's where you, like, I don't have to deal with this a lot anymore, but I have, whatever, maybe a few coworkers or whatever. And what I do is just like, I'm firm and I'm tough, but I don't lose my temper. I don't lose my temper, and I don't engage in arguments. I don't do that. You know, because if you engage in an argument with these narcissists, it's what they want. You know, it's they thrive off negativity. They thrive off conflict. We don't. You know, that negativity brings us down. I mean, it brings them down too. I don't know. They just want to sabotage us or drag us down to their level. But don't argue. Don't... I'm running by me. You know, don't have like explosive anger. I have explosive anger, but I channel it in other ways. Don't do that, because you're gonna lose points for that. So, you know, you got to confront them in a tough, firm way. Just say, hey, that was disrespectful. Or say, hey, you know, there's no reason to freak out about that. Or say, hey, you know, be patient, calm down. You have to like be like that. And also, like, don't engage in long conversations. Don't talk about your life too much. Be friendly, be normal. Tell them tell them some little boilerplate stuff about yourself. Don't like block them out too hard, but you know, at the same time, don't like sit down and eat lunch with them. Definitely put up a big wall, a big boundary, a big barrier between you and them, you know? And it's just like so many friendships I've had, it's just argument after argument about politics, arguments about like sports and like dumb stuff, you know? Like, I remember there was a dude I used to be friends with. He wasn't like that bad of a narcissist. He was just kind of egotistical, just like not like whatever the best morals or ethics, but we would argue about, you know, mixed martial arts, UFC versus boxing. It's just the dumbest argument. And they're just always there to drag you in. And you know, it's just like, there's no point to this. It's just like negativity. And now I just like feel bad after this interaction. I just like feel like, why did I do that? But we're programmed to, you know, seek out these friendships. We're programmed to be social, you know. And beyond programming, it's like, you know, from a basic human level, you want to have friends. You want to meet new people. You want to talk with people. You want to have conversations. You do. You really do. By the way, I've been good on the cigarettes. I've been smoking a little bit again, but I took about a 3-week break, so I'm working my way off them. Don't stress about it too much, y'all. But yeah, it's just like, I just don't miss it. I don't miss any of them, you know? There's a few nice people here and there that I do miss, but for the most part, it's just like the constant drama, the constant conflict. And like, they thought that they would just like trap you and you wouldn't like leave. And not only that, like, I've had some people that I wanted to still be friends with, and just out of nowhere, they discard you and don't want to be your friend anymore, and you feel all rejected and weird, just kind of out of nowhere. You know, they got some new friends, or I don't even know, you know? So sometimes they do that one too. I've more had people just be so insane and toxic that I have to like freaking put them out of my life, put a freaking 5-foot steel door between me and them, because I just don't want to deal with it. But man, it's just like, I don't miss dealing with insane, drama people, toxic people. I don't miss dealing with people who do not respect me. And I just don't, it's constant drama and chaos and conflict. And, oh, we went to the club with this homie and, you know, he kind of did his own thing. And now some dudes are trying to like fight him and fight you too. And you don't even know what's going on. And you're like, what the heck? Like, I thought we were having fun. I thought we were chilling. Now people are angry. Now there's a fight going on. What the heck, you know? And that's just how it be, you know? And I also, what I like is having control over my own life. Having control over my own life is awesome. I get to do what I want, when I want. You know, I still have a job and stuff and whatever responsibilities, but my life isn't just ruled by like, I gotta hang out with these people. I gotta do this for this person. I gotta do this with that, or I gotta eat dinner with these people, whatever, you know. It's not just ruled by this constant, you know, bunch of things you got to do. And with narcissists, like, they'll take your life over too. You know, you think you got someone cool in your life, whatever, they love bomb you, they act nice, they buy you presents, buy you gifts, whatever, act really cool and nice and start acting crazy. And then, you know, any little thing becomes a whole long, like, drawn out thing. They just take your time up. You know, let's go grocery shopping together, whatever. And it becomes a whole long 2-hour thing, and we have to go to some separate stores and this and that, and, you know, the vegetables weren't ripe enough, and it's a big problem, and now they're in a terrible mood, and, you know, they're just always in bad moods too. Like, I put a little fire into these videos, I put a little anger into these videos, but I'm not just like constantly like pissy like that, like they are. I gotta relight this. Don't judge, y'all. I'm gonna be off this pretty soon, but cigarettes, but yeah, just everything just becomes a whole rigmarole. Everything with them is a freaking rigmarole. And then it's like they think that someone else is having a conflict with them, like, oh, you see the way she looked at me? Oh, dude, you see the way he was there, whatever. Just like something dumb like that. And you're having to tell them, no, you're taking it the wrong way, whatever. And it's just like constant BS, and it's so exhausting. I've had a lot of them. They'll just like constantly ask me questions. Be like, what's this? Why is that fence painted black? I'm like, I don't know. You know, what are you asking me that for? But it's just like, they just poke at you. They just like find ways to annoy you. It's like something a toddler would do, literally. It's like something, like they act like freaking toddlers. And the thing is like, there are so many people who will enable this. And there's so many people, when you talk to them about it, they'll try to like say it's your fault or minimize it or whatever, you know. And I found that like at times in life where I was shaken up and I was like not really confident and I was just like, freaking ran over. And it wasn't like whatever that assertive about it. They would like believe the narcissist. But when I was like strong on my feet and I was like, you know, someone's walking behind me, let them pass by. But yeah, when I was like strong on my feet though, all of a sudden they're believing me. All of a sudden they're like kind of on my side, you know? When I'm like, I'm going to walk away and not come back. When I'm like, this is a problem. When I'm like toughening up, then the enablers and the bystanders are like, oh, you know, maybe you are right about things. But, you know, the big enablers join in on it too. And it's a whole web. It's a whole web they want to pull you into. And that web is not just one person. That web is a group. That web is a collective. All 8 of them come together and make a freaking creepy spider. You know what I mean? And they're all in on it together is the thing. Whether that's on a conscious level or an unconscious level, they're all kind of in on it. And they all kind of want to like, you want to talk about this stuff and they just want to like, you know, shut you up or whatever. I've dealt with that so many places, family, work, whatever. dealt with that a lot in the church and with religion a lot too. That's probably one of the worst ones is, you know, organized religion. They're really bad with this stuff. And I think they're all kind of complicit in this. They all kind of don't treat other people right. They don't stand for truth. They don't stand for love and kindness. They're egotistical. They don't want to self-reflect. So I think because they're all kind of one ilk, and they're all sort of one mind to do evil, when you come to them, they're like, oh no, that didn't happen, or that's not a big deal, or, you know, that's just how he is. You know, he doesn't really mean it, like, you know, making excuses for them and stuff. And just like, you're gonna lose your mind and, you know, lose your sense of truth being around that. The whole world will try to distort your sense of truth, but your sense of truth is going to be really distorted being around them and being around that. And just getting to come home from work and just to relax and to live my own life, man, it's nice. It really is nice to have peace. It's just, it's nice, you know, and to not need people either. I don't need nobody, you know. I can live my own life, do my own thing. I'm not like needing them. And that's what they want. They want you to need them. They want to have power over you. They want to have control over you. They do, on a lot of different levels. And, you know, and they're doing that out of insecurity. They don't have control over themselves or their own life, and they don't stand up for themselves, and they don't advocate for themselves, and whatever, you know? Man. Yeah, so I'm probably going to end this one here, but thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Y'all are really cool. It's much love. God bless, and I will see you all next time.